Now then, to apologize to all the people who were hurt by my videos, I apologize that no one has hardened up like a metapod. Take it like a goddamn man. Today, though, being the birthday of the nicest man in most of humanity, let's all commemorate the life and times of Mr. Rogers. I like you all just like Mr. Rogers would. Most of you need to man up and harden like a metapod, though. Well, at least for today. Now then, nice flowery words aside, let's dig into the real meat of the show. The reason why we're all here. Due to the hurry and wake of my zero punctuation-esque rant, I shall try to keep the insults to a bare minimum. Oh, what am I kidding? Let's get onwards with the show! In most PSA and anti-bullying campaigns of sort, there's always generally a screwed-up cliché. Let's make a good scenario here. A girl named Alice and her boyfriend Bob have been a very lovey-dovey couple for a couple of years. So lovey-dovey, I'd want to barf rainbows every bloody time I see them making out in the halls or touching their nose together like it's some Casanova movie fuck bar! Then Alice decides to hang around with some friends. The group has some boys, girls, and boppity-boppity-boppity-bump. Bob gets very angry, kinda like your stereotypical hero from a telenova when he sees his wife chatting with another man in some kind of intimate way. Or kind of like how Mr. Dixon jokes about certain students dreaming of another guy. Bonus points if anyone gets this one. Bob then yanks Alice away like she's a female dog. Alice don't got no time for that, but won't have it because he the man! Bob then powers up his pimp hand, it turns golden and he exclaims, "This hand of mine glows with an awesome power! Its loud hate tells me to subdue you! Remember this, you bleep! Erupting! Pimping! Slapper! Or so most females would think, because boy, does that make the guy look bad! Then Bob is painted as a crackpot by Alice and her friends. Alice is then picked up by her friends. Her friends then save the day by tossing Bob aside the next time he comes around. Then Bob tries to get her back, but it's no use! Even though he's on his knees going, "Baby, come back!" Alice then goes on to a happier life and muses about how it's better without a BF. Now then, for us gentlemen here. Did anyone spot something wrong? Did anyone see the one dimension offered? No, because most of society thinks that guys are the scum, and women's are the heroes. This isn't right. This is plain up stupid. Whoever thought focusing on one gender while painting the others solves the problem is quite the misguided fool. Why does it always have to be the guy that's a monster? Is it because men have slapped womankind throughout history, and then suddenly it's their turn to do the same? If people wanted to inspire nonviolence, why are they focusing on one side of the bloody gender? Bad relationship troubles happen to both sides here, folks. Not just the female. Sometimes the guy is the victim. Take a wife who cheated on her husband for another man. The man moves on, and then gets a new wife, but now has that engraved into the back of his head. They both love each other, but he wants her to be loyal. That's how most relationship works. Both sides want something out of each other. When one side does something contradictory, the other can paint themselves as a hero, right? Not so much with men in most of these ads. Men are the abuser, the scum, the criminals. Women are the ones that always look like innocent sheep. As once seen on a show, Ozzy Osbourne's wife bragged about chopping balls off. The women clapped. Now then, if a man did that, he'd be called a psychopath, booed, and then tossed into a freaking prison. There was a time in a Dave Chappelle show where a man clapped when Dave exclaimed, "Chivalry is dead and the women killed it!" But then his girlfriend slapped his hand down, and then he just sat there kinda sad. Where is the equality here? I'm not trying to downplay the fight for this, but there is a clear consensus that focusing on one side while smearing the other side makes both sides look equally blasted. Stupid! Not all men are rapists, murderers, or, as the youngins would call them, pimps. This is a concept foreign to most high schoolers as they are fed one side of the bloody story expected to feel bad and then suddenly change. I conclude this with something simple. Quit trying to paint women as the only people that are abused in a relationship. I think some guys out there would have a lot to say otherwise.